Nabi, peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another episode of Stories of the Prophets with me, Miss Bibi. Zainab Shuaib, Year 5A at Al-Maha Academy for Girls. Today's story is especially for you. Now, do you remember a few days ago we spoke about Prophet Musa alayhi salam crossing over from Egypt into the Jordan Valley, and Allah made the ocean split in half so that they could walk through the Red Sea. Well, about 450 years later, from this group of people came a very wise and brave king by the name of Prophet Dawood AS. Prophet Dawood AS ruled over the Palestine-Jordan area for about 40 years, in which there was peace, there was calmness, people were happy. Alhamdulillah. Prophet Dawood AS also rebuilt Masjid al-Aqsa. Did you know that Masjid al-Aqsa was first built by Prophet Adam AS? He first built the Kaaba in Makkah and then he built Masjid al-Aqsa. Later on it was destroyed and it was rebuilt by Prophet Ibrahim AS. Thereafter it needed repairs again and Prophet Dawood AS started the repairs. Unfortunately, he passed away before it was completed. Now, I said that Prophet Dawood AS was a brave man. Why did I say that? Let us go back to when he was a young man. At that time, there was a strong leader of the army called Goliath or Jalut. Jalut was bigger than everybody else. He was taller than everybody else. He was stronger than anybody else. One day, his army and the army of Talut, the Muslim leader, came face to face. Goliath or Jalut stood up and said, "Who will come and attack me? Who's going to stand up to me?" The soldiers of Talut were very afraid and they said, "No, not us, not us." Talut then turned to his soldiers and he said, "Okay, whoever stands up to Goliath or to Jalut, I will give you my daughter in marriage." Everybody was still afraid. Suddenly, they heard a voice that said, "I will." So they looked around. Who said that? Who said that? A young man came out and he said, "I will." And that was Prophet Dawood AS. The people said, "Are you crazy? You can't. Look at your size and look at his size. He's huge." He said, "Don't worry, let me try." So they put on the silver armor, you know, the clothing that the soldiers wear that protects their bodies. But then he couldn't move. It was very difficult and restricting for him to move. So he took it up. The people were now shocked. They thought he was crazy. Anyway, what Prophet Dawood AS did was he took a big rock and he put it into a sling, nabala, a sling. And he took the sling and he swung the swing and he threw the stone. The stone landed bang on Goliath's or Jalut's forehead. Blood started falling down his face, and with one big bang, Jalut fell to the ground. His army was shocked and afraid, so they all ran away. And that is how Talut and the Muslims gained control over Palestine and the Jordan Valley. Prophet Dawood AS then married the king's daughter, and that is how he later became the king of that area. Isn't that a lovely story? Whose story would you like to listen to next? Send me a message and inshallah I will then tell you that story. I hope you're having a wonderful Ramadan and I will see you again in a few days' time. Ma'as-salama.
Peace be upon the messenger and the prophets who were sent, all of them were honored.